Did you know that some dog breeds have been protecting livestock, and even people, from bears for centuries? In fact, researchers from the University of Oslo documented that certain guardian dogs have successfully deterred brown bears in rural communities without any human intervention. Sounds wild. It's real. If you live near bear territory or simply want to understand what makes a truly protective dog, you're not alone. Many dog lovers are surprised to learn that not all big dogs are naturally equipped to defend you against massive threats like bears, and choosing the wrong breed could mean putting both your dog and yourself at risk. But don't worry. In this video, we're diving into the 7 best dog breeds that are not only brave, but biologically and behaviorally suited to help protect you from bears. From ancient mountain guardians to powerful livestock defenders, each of these breeds brings something unique to the table. Let's get started. Your safety and your dog's instincts might just be more connected than you think. Stay with me till the end. The last breed might be one you've never even heard of, but it's one of the most impressive. But 1. Kangal. You might think a German Shepherd is tough, but meet the Kangal, a Turkish livestock guardian dog known for having the strongest bite force of any dog breed, measuring up to 743 psi. That's stronger than a lion's bite in some tests. This breed has been used for centuries in Turkey to protect sheep and goats from wolves, jackals, and yes, even bears. Why it works. Kangals are genetically hardwired to be alert, territorial, and highly protective of their flock and family. Their size, often over 140 pounds, strength, and calm yet dominant demeanor make them intimidating to predators. They were bred to live outside, handle harsh conditions, and think independently. When a Kangal sees a bear, it doesn't panic. It evaluates, postures, and will stand its ground if necessary. What you can do. If you're considering a Kangal, make sure you have plenty of space, solid fencing, and a clear role for the dog. They thrive when they feel responsible for protecting something. Early socialization is key, and proper training must be consistent and confident, not forceful. They're not ideal for apartments or first-time dog owners, but for rural or mountainous areas, they're incredible defenders. Emotional connection. A Kangal isn't just a guard dog. It becomes a deeply loyal protector. When it stands between you and danger, it's not just instinct, it's trust. That silent stare toward the tree line, the way it positions itself slightly ahead of you on a hike, it's saying, I've got you. Number 2, Caucasian Shepherd, Caucasian Ovcharka. Towering, thick-coated, and fearless, the Caucasian Shepherd, also known as the Caucasian Ovcharka, is a true mountain guardian. Originating from the rugged Caucasus Mountains, this breed was designed by nature and refined by shepherds to protect livestock from the biggest predators in Europe and Asia, including bears and wolves. Why it works. The Caucasian Shepherd isn't just large, it's massive, often weighing over 170 pounds and covered in a dense double coat that shields it from cold, bites, and scratches. But it's not just size. These dogs are known for their intimidating presence, strong prey drive, and fearlessness. They don't back down. In fact, a bear encounter often ends with the predator giving up, not the dog. What you can do. This breed requires an experienced handler and a large, secure area. They are independent thinkers with a dominant streak, so early, firm, and respectful training is essential. If you try to dominate a Caucasian Shepherd, you'll lose its trust. Instead, work with its instincts. Give it responsibility, clear boundaries, and consistent guidance. Emotional connection. Once bonded, this dog is deeply loyal, to the point of obsession. It will guard your property, your family, and even your car with unwavering focus. It doesn't bark just for noise. It barks when something matters. And when it leans its weight against your legs or sits beside you in silence, it's not just resting. It's watching, protecting, loving. Number 3, Tibetan Mastiff Regal, mysterious and built like a lion. The Tibetan Mastiff is one of the oldest and most legendary guardian breeds in the world. Originally bred by nomadic cultures of Tibet, Nepal, and China, these dogs were trusted to guard monasteries and entire villages from leopards, wolves, and even bears high in the Himalayas. Why it works. This breed possesses a powerful combination of size, independence, and night watch instincts. Tibetan Mastiffs often weigh over 150 pounds and have an incredibly thick mane-like coat that adds to their imposing silhouette, especially at night. They are notoriously territorial, slow to trust strangers, and always alert, even if they appear calm. One of their most unique traits is their nocturnal nature. They're more active and protective during nighttime hours, when most predators, including bears, are on the move. Their low, booming bark is designed to warn off intruders from a distance. What you can do. Tibetan Mastiffs need firm, respectful training and a calm, consistent environment. They are not people-pleasers like golden retrievers. They make decisions on their own terms. They need space, purpose, and a handler who can guide them without trying to overpower them. These dogs also need to be socialized early and often. Left alone or untrained, they can become overly aggressive or aloof. But with proper structure, they become devoted guardians and shockingly gentle with their family. Emotional connection. A Tibetan Mastiff won't beg for attention, but when it chooses to sit next to you, when it silently follows you from room to room, or when it positions itself between you and the dark woods behind the house, that's love on its own terms. This is a dog that doesn't need to be told what to do. It just knows. Number 4, Anatolian Shepherd. Sleek, strong, and battle-tested, the Anatolian Shepherd is one of the most efficient livestock guardian dogs in the world. Originating from the arid plains and rugged mountains of Turkey, this breed has a long history of standing up to serious predators, including bears, wolves, and even cheetahs in some African conservation programs. Why it works. The Anatolian isn't the biggest dog on this list, but it's one of the most balanced in terms of agility, strength, and endurance. With a strong, muscular frame and an incredibly sharp mind, these dogs can outmaneuver threats and use psychological intimidation as much as physical force. They have an almost supernatural sense of awareness, detecting subtle changes in behavior, sounds, or scent. And while many breeds bark first, fight second, the Anatolian will position, warn, and block, only escalating if absolutely necessary. This calm confidence makes them incredibly reliable in high-stakes environments. What you can do. This breed thrives with a clear job to do. If you're not on a farm or ranch, they still need responsibility, guarding your property, monitoring your kids, or even being part of structured outdoor activities. Training should emphasize partnership rather than commands. These dogs respect fairness and consistency. You'll also want to socialize them early, but never force friendliness. They're naturally skeptical of strangers, and that's a feature, not a bug, in a dog bred to keep dangerous intruders at bay. Emotional connection. The Anatolian Shepherd forms deep, quiet bonds with its family. It may not shower you with affection, but it will show up every single time. When you're walking in the woods and it keeps glancing back at you, it's not being distracted, it's calculating, watching your body language, making sure you're safe. That's not just instinct, that's devotion with purpose. Before we move on to the next incredible guardian breed, let me ask you something. Do you love learning how dogs think and protect the people they care about? If yes, take a second to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us bring you even more helpful, research-backed content like this. Also, hit the like button if you're enjoying the video so far, and if you already have a protective dog at home, I want to know. Comment below. Which of these breeds do you think would make the best protector for your home or property? Alright, ready to meet a guardian with the instincts of a ninja and the heart of a lion? Let's keep going. Number 5. Commodore. With its striking, mop-like coat and mysterious presence, the Commodore might look like a shaggy sheepdog, but don't be fooled. This ancient Hungarian guardian was bred to blend in with the flock and then shock predators with explosive speed and force. When it comes to surprising large threats like bears, the Commodore is a master of camouflaged protection. Why it works. The Commodore's dense corded coat isn't just for looks. It acts as natural armor, protecting the dog from bites and scratches during fights with predators. And while they may appear slow and laid back, Commodores are incredibly agile when needed. They're strategic defenders, watching silently, staying low, and only charging when the threat is close. Their instincts tell them not to bark unless necessary, and their stealthy style of protection has been effective for centuries on open pastures. Bears don't expect a sheep to suddenly charge with 100+ pounds of power, and that surprise is part of what makes this breed so formidable. What you can do. Commodores require regular coat maintenance, space to roam, and consistent early socialization. They're highly independent and do best with a handler who respects their natural instincts instead of trying to train them like a typical pet. If raised with a clear job, guarding animals, land, or people, they flourish. Training should focus on trust and timing. You won't get instant obedience, but once trust is earned, the Commodore becomes a silent, steadfast protector who rarely lets anything slip by unnoticed. Emotional connection. This dog's love isn't loud, it's loyal. When it silently walks ahead of you at night, when it sits near the door without being told, or when it places itself between your child and an unknown visitor, that's not random behavior. That's the Commodore saying, "You don't need to worry, I'm already watching." Per 6, Spanish Mastiff majestic, calm, and built like a tank. The Spanish Mastiff is one of Europe's most respected livestock guardian breeds. Originating from Spain's rugged countryside, this gentle giant was bred to protect herds of sheep from wolves and Iberian brown bears as they migrated through dangerous territories. Its legacy as a bear deterrent is not folklore, it's documented history. Why it works. Weighing up to 200 pounds, the Spanish Mastiff is an intimidating figure. But it's not aggression that makes it effective. It's presence, confidence, and strategic deterrence. These dogs rarely engage in physical conflict unless absolutely necessary. Instead, their deep, resonant bark, towering size, and fearless posture are usually enough to make any predator think twice. Despite their size, Spanish Mastiffs are surprisingly calm and measured in their reactions. They read situations carefully and are less likely to overreact, making them ideal for families who want serious protection without constant noise or unpredictability. What you can do. This breed thrives in open, rural environments with room to roam. They're not suited for apartment life or heavy urban stimulation. Start training early, but keep your tone calm and confident. They don't respond well to forceful or frantic energy. They learn slowly but surely, and once they understand their role, they perform it with quiet reliability. Because of their independent nature, socialization with both people and animals is crucial. Their protective instincts are strong, but if properly shaped, they can be gentle, loving guardians of children, pets, and property. Emotional connection. The bond with a Spanish Mastiff is subtle but powerful. It won't be the dog that demands cuddles, but it will be the one that sits beside your child when they're playing outside. The one that calmly steps between you and a stranger without making a sound. Its love shows in its stillness, and in the unwavering belief that keeping you safe is its purpose. So 7. Akbash elegant, vigilant, and lightning fast when it counts. The Akbash is another formidable guardian breed from Turkey, specifically bred to protect livestock from apex predators like wolves, lynxes, and bears across wide-open mountain ranges. Don't let their graceful appearance fool you. This breed is all about instinct, speed, and precision. Why it works. Unlike some other bulky guardian breeds, the Akbash is leaner and more athletic, often weighing between 90 to 140 pounds. This gives it a unique advantage. It can move quickly, cover terrain efficiently, and make tactical decisions on the fly. When a bear threatens its territory, the Akbash doesn't just stand guard, it assesses, flanks, and intimidates with calculated behavior. These dogs have an extremely strong guarding instinct paired with an independent mind. They patrol quietly, often choosing elevated positions to survey the area, and they won't wait for a command to act. Their DNA tells them when and how to intervene. What you can do. Akbash dogs need space, purpose, and respect. They are not house dogs or cuddle seekers. They're working animals that bond deeply when they know they're trusted. If you're raising an Akbash in a non-livestock environment, you'll need to give them clear boundaries and mental stimulation, like patrolling property lines or structured hikes. Training should start early and focus on trust building rather than obedience drills. These dogs don't want to perform, they want to protect. Once they understand their place in your pack, they step into the role of protector effortlessly. Emotional connection. The Akbash expresses love through watchfulness and devotion. It may seem aloof, but when it chooses to lie beside you instead of the shaded corner of the yard, that's affection. When it checks the yard before you step outside, that's care. This is the kind of dog that won't jump into your lap, but it'll stand between you and danger every single time. Quietly, unshakably, always. So, there you have it. 7 dog breeds that have the strength, instinct, and heart to protect you from even the most fearsome predator, the bear. From the silent strength of the Kangal to the strategic stealth of the Akbash, each of these dogs brings a different kind of power to the table. But in the end, it's not just about muscle, it's about loyalty, intelligence, and trust. If you're looking for a dog that won't just guard your home, but will bond with you on a primal level, these breeds are worth considering. They've stood between danger and humans for generations, and they're still doing it today. Now, if you found this video helpful, you'll love what we've got next. Click on the video on your screen, some of them might surprise you, and fixing just one could strengthen your relationship immediately. Thanks for watching, and remember, when it comes to your dog, protection is more than instinct, it's a gift of love.